We're about to have a look at what I believe is Brisbane's best man cave. It's got hot rods, motorbikes, pinball machines, neon signs and a ton of memorabilia. And we're about to go and meet Mario, the owner, and he's going to show us some more of this fantastic collection. Mario.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again, mate.
You too.
I was just telling a couple of guys on the weekend about this collection, and they said make sure you take some photographs and stuff. So just tell us, where did it all start from?
Look, this collection's only been here for probably 8 years, max, 6 to 8 years. I've been in this building for 8, and slowly started collecting just late in life. Once I started to realise that my passion needed to, I was getting close to the, I guess, the active part of my life, so I started to really ramp it up. So the very first car I bought was an AC Cobra, which I always loved as a child. I stole that, it's not in here. And then it went from there. I picked up a 409, 63 409, picked up this Cadillac about 10 years ago, probably in the US, drove that through the US until it broke down. And then shipped it in.
Can you tell us the story behind the car? Because as I said the other day, I love the way they've done the headlights.
Yeah, so they've been Frenched. The headlights are normally on the two
sitting
ends
up
here, but they've Frenched the headlights in, they've Frenched the antenna in. That's got a Fulton visor on it. It's got a 360 Cadillac V8 in it. The guy I bought it from was in Austin, Texas, Canadian guy. He got married in this thing. He's now retired in Canada. And he didn't think I could drive this thing across America, and he was right. I didn't get to the end, but I explained to him, us Australians are pretty simple people. I said, Jim, I was going to put this on a tow truck and send it to LA. If it breaks anywhere in between, I'll put it on a tow truck and send it to LA, and that's what happened.
That's what happened. So and you drive this one out here, don't you?
Yeah, I don't drive it a lot, and because I've got so many cars now, I don't get to drive them all as much as I would like to. And it's kind of like the old castle thing, I've got to move the Cortina to get to the Falcon to get to the HR, so if whatever's out the front, I'll drive.
Gets driven.
Yeah, so on the weekend I drove these ones along here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this one here, this is one of my favourites. I love, now this is a 33?
34.
34, three-window coupe.
Yeah, so this came about, I love the rolling bones hot rods in America. It's a chopped, and the look is just phenomenal. Yeah. I love the look of it. I have a 33 all steel three-window that's being restored. That's not in the shed at the moment.
Yep.
So the running gear from that one, the chassis, the motor, and the steering column, all those things came out of it. And we got a body for this and made up the seats for it. And it's a specialised car. It's not registered. Yeah.
And the tri-carbs, that's pretty cool. That goes back to America back in the early days. They used to run those tri-carbs.
Yeah, look, I'm not so much technically minded, but they're either Strombergs or 94s, I think. But I love that triple carb look on them. They're a fantastic look, and people love it. And
then the other day when I was here, this bike, I keep talking about this bike.
Now, that's a one-off. So that was Copperhead from the garage in the valley. You could effectively, smoke garage. You could effectively say it's a one-off. There's nothing like it. It's only a 500cc Harley engine in it, but a beautiful bike to ride, nice and low to the ground.
Just where they've done all the copper little bits and pieces, the tank strap, the forks, the front mud guards, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That is
Everyone loves this bike.
It
stands
cool.
out. And it's also good for young fellas who don't have a full license, because the Lands license will allow them to ride it. Yeah.
And then something that's the oddball out of the collection here, a CR 500 two-stroke. Now these things were a rocket. They actually stopped producing them for a long time because there were too many people injuring themselves on them.
They were called the Widowmaker.
Yeah, they were. And that's a cracker example. Have you ever ridden that one?
Never ridden it, but it's had in a shed for a long time, and I don't think it's hardly been used. I inherited that because I wanted to buy a V8 flathead engine with a Frenzel supercharger, and the Frenzels are like 70-year-old technology for hot rodding. That's going into my 33, but the dude who had all this said, you've got to buy everything in the shed. So I ended up with gearboxes, this bike, the flathead, the differential supercharger. So, but everyone walks in this shed, that's the first thing they notice.
Yeah, no, they are. Craig Dack and other Australians won many titles on those sort of bikes, so they always strike a chord to me. This one here?
This, the story behind this one, so it's a Indian Larry look-alike. That was Indian Larry's motto. He had that tattooed on his neck. Yeah, it says question everything. Indian Larry's absolutely famous for his bobbers and choppers. But I don't know if you know Andy from West Texas Crude. He's a big fella.
Yeah, the singer.
Yeah, I had a 2009 Harley Road King that I could barely touch the ground with, and his knees were up here on this thing, and we looked at each other and said, we got to swap. So we did a deal. I took this and he took my Road King. Yeah, but it's a beautiful bike.
It's a stunning bike, isn't it? That's really classic retro look. Mario, notice the Kombi. Now that's a little bit different to the rest of the collection as well.
Yeah, I was looking for something to, say, do the Byron Bay Blues or Tamworth Music Festival, and this has been to both of them. This is all original. The guy that I bought this from was just insane. He has little bits of paper written everywhere. The tyre pressures everywhere. He's got, what the heights are, and it's in great condition. All original. Nothing's been changed on it. The only thing that he's done was he went from an 1800 cc motor to a 2 litre. Yeah. When the pop-up works, we've camped in it. I take my fridge with it and a couple of extra batteries, and I run.
This is Australian delivered too, isn't it?
Yep, Australian delivered. So everything's original on this car, and it's just a beautiful old car and something that I reluctantly would want to sell because it's a good backup for when my overseas visitors travel here. They drive in that. I go in my truck camper, and we've each got a camper. Yeah,
got something good. Yeah. Now this car here, we've had a few remarks on this car.
The Bonnie and Clyde.
This is cool, isn't it?
It's a 1934 5 window. So this car has a lot of hot rodding history on it. It came from a very, very famous hot rodder in Phoenix, Steve Peters. When I saw this through a friend of mine in Phoenix, and I got Phil Woodbridge to have a look at it, his friend in Phoenix said, don't even just buy it. He said, this is one of the best cars you'll get. It's all Henry Ford steel.
Yeah,
it's got a 350 Chevy. I've spent a lot of money on all my cars. Because I don't know too much mechanically, I spend a lot of money fixing every car up so that it's reliable, because I wouldn't know how to fix them on the road. This thing has had a full run over with it. He was a pretty famous guy in Phoenix in the hot rodding scene, and you can see the detail on the boot with the pinstriping through it. All the scrolls on the boot and everything. It's just amazing.
And what I like about this car, it's not overdone. It's just super cool, straight, business-like.
It is.
And even with the red wheels, with the white wall tyres, I reckon that is just...
Yeah, and this
so classic.
Moon eyes steering and seats, and the rear window winds down on them, which is what they can find as a Deluxe. If the window went down, it was a Deluxe, and I'm told that was used to shoot the police in the moonshine days.
That'd probably be right. That'd be right. But that is a gorgeous body on that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all steel, and this is the thing. A lot of people have fiberglass, but this is all steel, and it's a beautiful car. This seat also flips back, and you can actually put the dicky seat in the back, so you can actually set it up to sit in the back.
Yep, so that folds back. People used to sit in here.
People used to sit in there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's amazing. Now this one here, the El Camino.
So I inherited this through a good friend of mine who has a very good collection. We just did a swap for my C6 race car. He took that. I inherited this. I think this has been restored about 10 years ago. I think by I can't remember who, but. It's a really, really good example of a 1960 El Camino. It's got a LS engine in it with a Harrop supercharger in it.
That is so cool.
So it's got plenty of power behind it. It's well done. The car's in really good conditions. It's air conditioned.
It looks factory fitted, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's really well done.
Got the
and
the
1960 ones were they made a lot less. 59 is probably more popular, but the 60 is certainly, they made less of these, and the rear tail lights give it away, the difference between the 60 and the 59.
And I love the way they've...
the leather, yes.
The leather.
And on the roof...
The colour of the outside.
Yeah, on the roof
car.
it's got the Chevy symbol in it.
bow tie.
Yeah, so the bow tie, yeah.
Yeah, someone's obviously put in a lot of...
work went into this.
I don't know whether the camera will pick this up, but up close, this is actually metallic, this colour.
It is a metallic,
it's
yeah.
a gorgeous colour.
And
It's got a real nice fleck through it.
for someone who wants to use it as a utility, you've got that. Yeah, you can take that out of there, but yeah, that's
timber finish.
all the timber finish in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and hard cover. Yeah, that is super
and
cool.
The difference between the 60 and the 59, the 59s had the big cat's eye tail lights. Yeah, and that's the difference in them.
Yeah, no, that is super cool. Now, going a little bit further forward in time, to all the Ford nuts out there and likes to do a bit of circuit racing.
Yeah, so this thing, the engine was rebuilt probably a year or two ago. I've never driven it much. It's done, I think, about 40,000 Ks. It's a 2016, the very first ones that came out, competition orange. It was supercharged by East Coast Customs, but the engine was rebuilt by High Torque. Kent at High Torque rebuilt it.
It's probably a lap record in this car, haven't you?
Yeah, at Morgan Park in the improved production, but I haven't raced it since the engine was rebuilt. It's registered. On E85, it's about 620 or 640 on horsepower on the rear wheels, but it's tuned for E85, 98, whatever you wish.
And it's got a half cage in it.
Yep, and everything's mod plated, got the half cage and everything that opens and shuts that you can fit from Super Pro, all the bushes, diff bushes, everything is fitted in this. It's got a double clutch in it so I can just take off at the lights. It's got true track in the diff. You can hit the ripple strips and still drive. I've spent, and I've got receipts I can show you, probably spent in excess of 220,000 on this car. I know I'm not going to get that back, but I wanted to do it, I did it.
So it's basically a turnkey racer, isn't it?
Yeah, you just take it and drive it on the road and drive it on the track. I've got all the extra wide wheels that go with it, extra radiators. I've got lots and lots of parts to go with this thing. I'll show you under the bonnet.
Yeah. And even the little Mustang horses along the side, that's pretty cool.
That's my design. A good friend of mine in the hot rod scene cut that up for me.
I'll let you get that. You probably know better where it is.
And so it's got separate coolers for the supercharger.
Yep.
Separate coolants. The battery's in the back.
Yep.
That's the oil
surge tank.
Yeah, surge tank. It's a great car.
So you can take this to, as you said, Morgan Park.
Drive it on the street,
Queensland Raceway.
walk onto the track and drive it and drive home. Yeah.
As long as you keep it straight.
Yeah. The spoiler's missing from it at the moment, but I'll get another one. I stole it for my other race car, but I'll get another one for it before I sell it.
Yep. So Mario, one thing that has caught my eye, the roulette wheel up on the wall.
Everyone thinks it's a roulette wheel. It's not a roulette wheel. It's actually off the top of a Woluta jukebox. So 1948, 58, somewhere around that, don't quote me. That was actually in the boot, or as the Americans call it, a trunk of that Cadillac. 1940 Cadillac. It was in that 1940 Cadillac in the boot. So I removed it from there. I now have an air tank in there for the airbags on the Cadillac. And I'll put it up on the wall, just a bit of history and a bit of memories, yeah.
So 1948, so it's 80-year-old.
Yeah.
It's amazing the technology they had back then to create that, because I can see all the little bubbles running around the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when I first saw it, I thought it was some sort of roulette wheel.
Yeah, I didn't want to just get rid of it. I put it up on the wall.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And all these other ones, so they're all genuine?
Genuine American beer signs. All of those are American beer signs. I bought them from the neon owner-operator next door who did all my other neon signs for me. But those are all original from America.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this Bud Light one, there's a bit of a story behind that?
Yeah, I've got friends in Longview, Texas, and they rang me and said, there's a veterans auction for charity. I know you want some neons. Would you like to bid on that? Might have paid $500 US or something for it. Overpaid, but it was for charity, like I've done for a lot of things here. And I brought it back home, so that's the only one with that sort of history. But you can see that Foster's one there with the alligator. Yeah. So all of those like from Florida, from the state of Florida, I think.
So, and the other stuff too, you've got a couple of pinball machines that are going up here?
Yeah, look, I'll probably keep one of them, but So you've got World Series Poker, you've got the Corvette machine, there is Junkyard Dog, which has a pretty cool Kombi and everything in it. And the last one on the end there is a Creature of the Black Lagoon, which is probably the most expensive out of the four here.
Because these things have gone gangbusters over the last 10 or
Gone
15
nuts
years. Yeah.
after COVID. Everyone wanted one, and they're actually ridiculously priced at the moment.
Yeah.
But that's what the market has done, you know.
Yeah. Mario, thanks very much for showing us through today and spending some time with us.
My pleasure. This is my happy place.
Yeah, mate, I can understand why. It's amazing. So if you'd like to see some more of the collection or see exactly what's available, go to slatteryauctions.com.au. Everything's online now, plus Mario's done his own video, which goes more in depth to all the products and all the cars going online.